Hi, this is Sue from the Bedford Free Public Library with a flannel story from Indonesia called Counting Crocodiles. And in this story, there are two islands somewhat far away from one another. Mouse deer lives on one island, and Monkey lives on the other. And they're good friends, and they like to visit each other. They often go when it's low tide. Both of them can scamper across the sand, no trouble. But today, the tide is high, so there's lots of water. And what's more, there are crocodiles swimming in the water between the two islands. So Mouse Deer has an idea. He climbs to a high rock on his island, and he finds a leaf, a little leaf like this, that looks sort of like a crown, and he puts it on his head, and he says, "Hello, crocodiles! Attention, all crocodiles! I have a proclamation from our king." And the crocodiles come closer to hear what he has to say. "The king has decreed," says the mouse deer, "that all crocodiles in this sea must be counted." Now, the old crocodile looks at the mouse deer and says, "Why does he want us counted?" The mouse deer says, He wants to invite you to dinner, and he needs to know how many of you there are so he can know how much food to have." Well, the two crocodiles look at the mouse deer and they think, he looks like he'd make a very good dinner himself, but the idea of having dinner at the palace with the king is so wonderful that they go off to round up all of their cousins and uncles and friends and bring them so they can be counted. And when they all arrive and they're swimming all around, the mouse deer says, "Oh, there are so many of you, I can't possibly count you all, especially when you're moving so much. What can I do?" And he thinks for a moment and he says, "I have an idea. If you would all line up head to tail between the island where I am and say, 'Oh, that island over there,' I could then count you." So the crocodiles do. They line up head to tail in one great big long line from Mouse Deer's Island all the way up to Monkey's Island. And the mouse deer hops from one to the next, counting as he goes. Maybe we can do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he jumps off onto the island and says, "You'll be getting your invitation soon," as he and the monkey go off to play. And that is the story of Counting